This is Mauritius, a beautiful tropical island near Africa known for its pristine blue waters, unreal oceans, inverted waterfalls, and of course, luxury resorts. Mauritius is definitely exotic and the country is not more than 400 years old. Mauritius is also an upcoming tourist destination and now has flights flying in from all four corners of the globe. In this video, we will talk about Mauritius as a country, give you an itinerary, its history, and get into the inner details of traveling to this beautiful island. You see, Mauritius as a country has the opposite weather to that of India and most part of the world. As you're aware, the earth rotates on a tilted axis, so the countries on either side of the hemisphere have opposite weather. So basically, when it's summer here, it's winter there, and when it's winter here, it's summer over there. In fact, Mauritius just has two weathers, summer and winter. This is also the only country in the world that is entirely made up of immigrants. You see, Mauritius was discovered about 400 years ago and colonized by the Dutch, French, and the British. They eventually brought in slaves and laborers to build this island. However, Mauritius as a country gained independence just 52 years ago, and all the migrant workers and the slaves end up staying back. Today, Mauritius has people from India, Africa, China, England, France, and many more countries, and all religions exist here peacefully. People live in complete harmony with each other over here with utmost respect. It's also one of the safest countries in the world where people coexist entirely peacefully. In this video, we will share a detailed travel guide for Mauritius. Now, Mauritius is visa on arrival for most countries, and the Mauritian rupee is the official currency of Mauritius. One Mauritian rupee is 1.95 in INR. Would recommend getting 50% of your expenses in cash and using the ATMs to withdraw the rest 50% with a Forex card. SIM card. Mauritius has two major networks, MTEL and Mauritius Telecom. But Airtel roaming works absolutely fine over here, and for 2,999 you can activate roaming. The best time to visit Mauritius. The best time to visit Mauritius is between November and April because the sea is a lot more calmer, the days are warmer and hot. Now, tourists from all over the world prefer this time because they like warmer tropical islands. However, as Indians, we prefer colder places. Hence, for us, May to September is the best time to come over here as it's really hot in India. And around this time, the weather over here is a lot more cooler. Would entirely not recommend coming in January to March because it rains heavily during these times. Visa. Indians can stay up to 90 days without a visa in Mauritius. Mauritius also has a premium visa for longer durations. The government right now is also promoting work from home in Mauritius lately. You, however, do need a confirmed return flight ticket, a passport with at least 6 months of validity, travel declaration form which has to be filled from the official website only, and at least $100 per person. How many days do you need to explore Mauritius? Now, Mauritius is a very small country but has so much to do. The ideal time would be 1 week, but if you have time constraints, you can explore the entire island within 3 to 4 days as well. Flights. Mauritius has an international airport that has direct flights from all major Indian metros like Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, and it takes about 6 hours to get down over here. Try getting a window seat as the views are incredible during takeoff and landing. They also have connecting flights with layovers from different other parts of India. Where to stay in Mauritius? Now, Mauritius is all about the resorts, which might be a little expensive, but they are budget options too. The island is pretty small and it's divided into 4 parts. You can reach from one corner to the other in just 1.5 hours. So you can divide the trip into 2 parts where you stay in the north for a few days and the south for a few more days. The budget options are somewhere in the center like Flick and Flack, and the luxury resorts are usually in the south. We stayed in this resort called the Antara, which was literally 5 minutes from the airport, and we explored Mauritius from here. Now, luxury resorts here are extremely good and they even have private beaches of their own with their own set of activities and itineraries to follow. The budget options are from 3K per night, and mid-range would be around 6,000 rupees per night, and the luxury resorts would be 15,000 rupees onwards and upwards. Itinerary for Mauritius. On day 1, we landed at 8 am and cleared immigration. Now, most flights land at this time because you can make the most of your day. Immigration was seamless and our hotel was just 5 minutes away. This is the Antara, Mauritius, and the entire property is a destination in itself. The rooms were sea facing and it almost seemed like a different planet altogether. After a quick check-in and some breakfast, we hopped onto a boat with a see-through bottom. That's right, the base was transparent, so we could check out underwater marine life and learn about corals and even go snorkeling. Now this was an incredible experience as we learned so much about the aquatic life in Mauritius. Snorkeling here too was amazing as we could clearly swim and see fish down over here. After this, we came back to the hotel, grabbed some lunch and attended a Reiki session in the forest. This was really peaceful. We spent some time at the resort after, had early dinner and called it a day. On day 2, we headed to the north to explore the city center and Port Louis, which is the capital. Now, Port Louis has a very strong French influence up to this day. People also do speak French and Creole, which is a mixture of French and regional languages. You can see old French buildings down over here. The streets are well done up and walk. After this, we headed to the Citadel, which is a fort above a hill overlooking Port Louis, built by the British to protect the city. From here, you can have the best 360-degree views of the capital of Mauritius alongside the mountain landscape. After this, we went to local markets and tried street food. Now, there's a lot of influence down over here. You can watch vendors listening to Bollywood music, selling Indian sweets, fruits, souvenirs, spices, and so much more. We tried dholl puri, which is a popular street food snack in Mauritius, and people were queuing up for the same. Now, it just cost 60 rupees for one of these. Now, the dholl puri itself was quite interesting and you should totally check it out. Followed by this, we tried a local traditional drink called aluda, which is like faluda but slightly different. You know, as they say, you really get to know a country when you visit the local markets. After this, we headed to the Odisseo Aquarium to feed shark. Now, this was a once in a lifetime experience where you can pet a shark, understand and learn about them. After this experience, my entire perception about sharks has changed. They also have a walk-through tunnels where you can walk through an aquarium and spot a variety of marine life, and it's really interesting. You should definitely add this to your itinerary because this particular experience is very new in Mauritius. After this, we headed to an upscale location at La Bourdonnais Hotel where we dined by the marina. Now this place is really nice and it almost felt like downtown or the marina in Dubai, with upscale restaurants for fine dining with beautiful views. You can walk around here, go shopping, and there's also a couple of malls out here. It feels like Europe, but this is Africa right here, and you can get some really good pictures clicked after. After this, we headed back to our hotel, had some good dinner and called it a night. On day 3, you have to go island hopping in Mauritius. Now, this is one experience I would totally recommend as this elevated our entire trip to a whole different level. It begins with you hopping onto a boat at 9 am and the peeps at Antara packed our breakfast as well. We reached our first island on the boat where we had a floating breakfast experience, and this was unreal and special because the breakfast was not served in a pool but real floating water. The water in Mauritius is calm, and I can tell you this was one of the best breakfast experiences of my life. We were then island hopping on this speedboat. We saw a shipwreck where the ship was abandoned a long time ago. Followed by this, we even spotted dolphins, and this was an incredible experience. You could see a group of dolphins swimming across you from the boat. Followed by this, we were taken to an area where fish farming is carried out along with conservation of marine life, and I can tell you that Mauritius is doing a lot towards sustainability and the environment. We were then taken to this island which has a secluded lighthouse. We spent a good amount of time on this island, and I can tell you the view from the lighthouse is unreal with good light. After the lighthouse, we then headed to spot a waterfall. Now the boat takes you through the river to the waterfall itself. Now this is a beautiful experience because you get to see the waterfall up front from the boat. You can even spot monkeys down over here. However, there's a long queue of boats waiting in line to view the waterfall. Nonetheless, it's still beautiful. After the waterfall, it was time to go grab some lunch. We then headed to this other island where a restaurant made fresh seafood lunch, and this again elevated our entire experience altogether. After this, we hopped onto this very secluded island which had pristine blue water and white sand, and it had these traditional huts which you see in wallpapers that truly represent Mauritius. I would totally recommend spending a good 30 to 50 minutes down over here because this is easily going to be one of the best beaches you will visit in Mauritius. After this, we just went around the ocean in the speedboat to a spot where we stopped for snorkeling. Now, snorkeling in Mauritius is unreal. You don't even need your snorkeling gear because you can literally see through the bottom and spot coral and really good aquatic life. After snorkeling, we then headed back to the hotel at around 5 p.m., spent some quality time at the property, had early dinner at the restaurant itself, and called it a early night. On day 4, we woke up really early, had breakfast, and left for Ganga Tale. Now, this is a beautiful drive, and it almost felt like I was in Himachal Pradesh in India. Now, Ganga Tale is a crater lake in Mauritius. It has a temple with statues of Mangal Mahadev and the largest statue of Durga in the world. After this, we headed to Kasela and Mauritius, and I must tell you, just as we thought we have seen it all, Kasela just elevated our entire experience to a whole different level. Now, Kasela is a popular nature and adventure park in Mauritius, and you have to visit this place if you're coming to this island. You hop onto a safari which drops you at different points where you can feed giraffes, spot tigers, lions, and several other species of animals. But the best part was the quad bike jungle tour where you in a group along with a guide explore the forest into the wild and check out wild animals in their natural habitat. We also got to pet a zebra and hang out with an ostrich. This was a lot of fun and a really cool experience. After this, we had some lunch at Kasela and headed straight back to our hotel. Now, if you have some more time in Mauritius, do check out the underwater waterfalls. You have to book a seaplane. It's a single seater and watch it from the top. It's easily one of the most important things to do in Mauritius. And if you have some more time, check out 7 Colored Earths. However, this place closes at 5 p.m. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Do hit the like, share and subscribe button because it helps us going and make more such videos for you guys.